Are you thinking about going to art school? Are you trying to figure out if it's worth it? You're not sure. I've been in the industry now as a professional motion designer, professional animator, graphic designer, all of those kinds of things. And I've been in the industry for a while now, and I remember being just like you, wondering if it's worth it. And, for the short attention spanners like myself, honestly, it really just depends. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience, and you can consider pro con whether it makes sense for you. I'm just going to say what comes off the top of my head. First thing I can think of is I think the connections are great. You probably hear that one a lot, but like genuinely, like you know how like we all hate networking? Like networking gives everybody the ick. Being in university, it's like natural networking. Like you just have to like exist and like do good work, contribute to critiques, and just by being there, and your classmates getting to know you, them, opportunities will come your way. I've been in like local newspapers a few times, local articles online like a few times, and I wouldn't have gotten those opportunities had my friend that I had made casually in that class just noticed that I'm a good artist in her eyes. I also was able to give one of my friends an opportunity when I originally got my first big girl job at a big corporation. It was like a studio in a corporation. They said they'll give us a grand to help them find like actually other skilled artists. And guess what? My mind went immediately to those other kids in my art class that I felt like were that I casually noticed being great, and we weren't like super close friends at the time. I mean, after we helped each other get a little money, we started becoming much closer friends. But yeah, like I just noticed him in the class. He's doing great. I think that he could be a real asset to the company, and he got hired. And I didn't have to force myself to network with anybody to get these opportunities. And he said without me, he would have still been working at Dick's Sporting Goods. So, it's cool to just exist in an art college. And there's also something like really like, like art can be so lonely. Like, working as an animator, motion designer, all these things, it's very like lonely, introverted type work, and I'm actually an extrovert. So that's another thing I really enjoyed about being at an art school, which by the way, I went to like a university, like a big university, but I went to like a college, like universities are made up of colleges. I got accepted, like into the art college within the university. Like, well, you have to get accepted into the university too, but you get the idea. Like, I went to an art school inside of a larger university, just so you know that. Anyway, I think it's super fun to be around a bunch of other crazy art-minded people who have the most insane thoughts and can really help push your creativities in ways that you never knew. I know a lot of people didn't really like critique days, but I valued critique days so much. Like, people just give and take, like people can give you some great ideas or get your mind working in the complete opposite way, or even your professor can get your mind working in a way you may have never expected. And I don't think I would have gone that if I had done just self-study. So that's something I really appreciated by going to art school. It also, another thing I really liked about going to art school and considering art school is that you're kind of forced to try all the other disciplines. So like for me, I actually have a bachelor degree in fine arts in graphic communications. Like that was my concentration. And that meant I had to take a bunch of other fine arts, dabble in all of the other fine art discipline, like all the other disciplines within this degree. And they made us all kind of mingle in these things. And it wasn't uncommon to try a discipline and end up swapping because you really enjoyed that specific aspect of art that you didn't think you otherwise. Like there's like UI, UX. I know a lot of people ended up swapping over there, and like I had no idea what motion graphics was until I was made to take that class. And apparently I had a natural knack for it, and I have like a motion design studio of my own and everything, and animation and all of that. And this was not even something I even considered doing had I not been made to be in this class. So it can be a little tricky. Like obviously if you're self-studying, you're only going to be doing the things that you already like and love and stuff, which is great. But sometimes making yourself do something that's a little bit different, you never considered before, can be surprising. And you might have hidden talents you didn't even know you had. So I really like that aspect of it, but obviously, this is like the first down thing I can think of. It takes too much time. Like, college just takes so much time. Like, these 4-year degrees, that's a lot of time in your life. Like, I know people say it so casually, like, oh, 4 years, that's what everybody does. It, girl. Some people take 6 years or even longer to finish their bachelor's degree. And, actually, the art at my art school, I'm sure it's like this for other people. Like, the art classes are like actually 3 hours long. So, well, actually, did you guys know I graduated my 4-year degree? I actually did manage to finish in 3 years, which meant no summer vacations or anything for me. But I did manage to finish it in 3 years, a whole 4-year degree in 3 years. Because I'm not playing with that. Like, I'm not playing. I'm trying to get out of here. But I really just think it takes too much time. Like, they make you take so many general ed courses. And I think if you're going to be university educated, I do believe that, yes, you should be able to know, like, basic science, some basic math. Like, you should be able to know things about the world you live in. Yeah, I agree. But, do we really need 3 different writing classes? Like, do we really need all these different histories and like all this stuff that that you're never gonna use? I just think it can be a big waste of your time, and that makes me. You could have trimmed off a lot of that to not waste people's time so much. But like, I'm sure you hear this all the time, but like, nobody really cares about your degree, like whether you have it or not. They only really care about your portfolio. Like, that is so true. Even when I'm going and like hiring people to help me out with different like little jobs or whatever, I'm not looking at their degree, if they have a degree or not. Like, I actually I've seen like people who went to art school, don't have strong degrees, and then they can't get any work, and then they have to go back to retail. Like, I've seen this happen more than I'd like to admit. So it really doesn't matter about the degree. It's that portfolio. Maybe with these new age of AI and everything, when you apply and it wants you to have a degree, but if you hit no, it might just automatically reject you. I don't know for sure, but as far as I know, like, I remember when in my internship at this huge, huge, huge corporation, like world-known corporation, I got an internship there. And I remember the same week I got my internship there, where I was only allowed contracted for like 2 weeks or something. I mean, two months, or maybe it was 3 months. But basically, the summer, yeah. That same week, they hired a video editor as a full-time artist, like full-time video editor, graphic designer on the team, and he didn't go to college. Like, he was like a year older than me, literally graduated a year older than me. I'm stuck in like junior year of college and like trying to grind it, and he just got right into the corporation. Because why? Because his portfolio was so good. I even talked to his boss about it. I'm like, what made you choose him over somebody else who had a degree? And he felt like the things that the degree can give you, he can kind of teach him as he's working for him. But like, he just couldn't help but hire this person because their work was just so strong. Their portfolio was just so strong. So it can really help save you a lot of time. A good portfolio is worth everything. Now, I will say, if you do want to work abroad, and if you want an enriching life, work abroad, move abroad, travel abroad, please don't let the US be everything that you know. That is just truly tragic to me. But if you're going to work abroad, a lot of the times they'll want to see that you have a 4-year degree. So yeah, just know that. But let's get to like the big one. Obviously, it can be way too expensive to go course, and genuinely, these people are actually robbing you. If your plan is to work for a corporation, do art design, whatever, in a corporation, or be an animator, whatever, in a studio, girl, they are not going to be paying you enough to be covering some of these art debt bills. Like, especially if you go to those huge art schools like SCAD and stuff, they're straight up robbing you. They're robbing your future and your children's future and everything that you could be doing with that money instead. And I think it's genuinely evil. I went to an art college that was relatively affordable. Compared to some of these SCAD things, it's basically pennies. My student loan debt is nothing compared to those. And it's actually payable. and I won a lot of scholarships during my university time. So if you're going to school like that, I can definitely, like mine, I can definitely, like, yeah, it's worth it to me, but it would never ever be worth it to me to go into slave debt to go to one of those larger schools. Because yeah, like as long as you're working for somebody else, you're never going to be making that kind of money that you would have to make in order to pay off the student loan debt. You're just not. And it sucks because it's like playing on your dreams of, like, I know it sucks because it's like just playing on your dreams and what you love and stuff. But if you could just take a fraction of some of that SCAD student loan debt money and pay for a directly, you can get like a course specifically with like if you like animation or whatever, you can get a course specifically with Disney animators for fraction of that cost. Like if you really, like, I could never even justify something like that and actually get real industry experience. Like you can find a mentor, you can join much better courses at the fraction of the cost instead of going to an art school. But yeah, overall, just follow your gut, like follow your heart. Like I know that's kind of cliche, but like it's so true. Like if you feel like it's the call, like in your heart, don't let anybody bother you. Like just run away for a few days. And when you come back, if you feel like you should go to art school, then go. If you feel like you can try it on your own, then do that. I genuinely don't like, I don't think it's really that deep, to be honest. I don't see anything wrong with trying to just make it on your own, self-study for a year, see where you go, try to make connections, like go to art events, I don't know, open a booth on your own, sell your art there. I don't know, just try different things. I don't see anything wrong with that. Art school will always exist. You can always go back to art school, or you can take a few gen ed courses, general education courses, if you don't know what that means. You can take a few of those courses as you kind of work and develop as an artist on your own. And then if you want to jump into the full thing, you could do, like, just make it work for you already know the answer. I'm a big believer on that. So just go with the flow. If you change your mind, it's not that big of a deal. It will be fine. I hope this can give you a little bit of insight of what you can kind of expect going into art school or not going to art school or whatever. Yeah, like, subscribe, and be sure to stick around for more insider, professional animation, motion design, all that jazz. Bye bye.